Hello my friends, welcome back to another hack video. This is the second video in this series. I'm not sure how many of these I'm going to do, but they really are so fun to record. Today we're gonna try out 5 new hacks. Honestly, like when I started this, I was skeptical of every single one of them, but some of them actually worked out really well and some of them were complete fails. If you're interested in seeing whether maybe some of these hacks could help you in your everyday makeup routine and which ones you should absolutely not try, hang tight, we're getting into it right now. All right, so just like the last time, we're gonna go off of the same video, just do more of the hacks from that video. So the video is called 29 Makeup Secrets That Will Save Your Day. It has 42 million views. It was uploaded 2 years ago and it's by a channel called 5 Minute Decor. I will put the full video down below as well as part 1 where I did some of the hacks from the beginning of the video. Here's some hacks from the middle of the video. I can't wait for you to see how these turned out. So let me go ahead and zoom in and you can see how I got this fabulous look today. All right, so the first one, I'm a little skeptical. Let's watch it. Okay, so what is she going to do with them? That's the question. So to me, that looks like it was using concealer to cut the crease, to make a sharp line so that there was a distinction between the lid shade and the crease color. Of course, she did blend it out so there was less distinction and they called it an eyeshadow base. So we're gonna try to do it like a cut crease and see how it goes. And if we have to, we'll change it into like an eyeshadow base the way that they have there. But I think it'd be really cool if this made it like a cut crease. Now this video was made a couple of years ago, but I'm pretty sure people are still doing cut creases, right? I don't know, I'm not on Instagram that much. You'll have to let me know what you think, whether our cut crease is still in or not. I bought these a couple of years ago on Ulta.com and I found out that they were a little larger than my preference, so I haven't used them yet. We're just gonna take these off the base and I'll wear these for like What's Up in Makeup or something. And it's got a really nice defined line, so hopefully we end up with some good stuff. And she just straight up like cut them off, like this. Now the thing that she used looked like a contour palette. It didn't really look like concealer even though it says concealer on there. So I'm gonna follow the verbal directions to use concealer. We're gonna use the Juvia's Place concealer in shade 19. This is a fabulous concealer, but will it work for this purpose? We shall see. And then we go like this, up like this, and we stamp it. I mean, I think that if it matches your eye, shape, then yeah, but it doesn't match my eye shape. I'm just gonna use this little pencil brush to kind of blend it where I want it, but it definitely went up too high. I'd use the Natasha Denona. This is the Peak palette. So we're gonna keep using that. And maybe we'll put like this light cream on there to really... Wow, that looks pretty cute. I mean, it definitely didn't do like a cut crease because it has to actually be on the crease in order to do a cut crease, but it did work as a nice eyeshadow base. I like that it allowed for a controlled application of the concealer. Instead of like when I dot it on my eye, sometimes I'll apply too much. Like this allowed for it to be a little more subtle. And again, just not too much. Let me go ahead and just spread a little more on and do the other side real quick. Ooh, ooh. I mean, it's definitely messy, but it's pretty easily blended. I mean, considering, I feel like that's pretty good. I'm gonna say with a little bit of work, this one is an actual win. All right, you ready for the next one? Let's check it out. Has anybody ever actually done this before? Like actually found, number one, found a toilet cover. Number two, used it to absorb oil. I do not have oily skin, so I have never tried this. It seems to cross a line for me, but I guess if you're desperate, maybe, I don't know. Tell me your experiences if you've ever tried this. I know a lot of people have probably heard of it, but have you actually done it? Okay, so this is the one that we're gonna do. Vaseline on the eyelashes as an eyeshadow primer. Let me show you what they show you the effects are. This is pretty weird. So what I don't understand is why they're so spidery without it. Are they trying to say like that it helps them not be spidery, or are they trying to say that it adds length and volume? Like what exactly is the story here? That's what I'm wondering. All right, let's try it out. This Bambi Eye mascara has met its expiration date. It was a fine mascara. If you already have length and volume on your lashes, you might like it. It does have a little bit of an effect, but it wasn't enough va-va-voom for me personally. I'm just gonna wipe off the wand because it looks like that's what they did in the video. And I've got this just generic dollar store Vaseline / petroleum jelly. All right, and we're gonna put it on one eye and see how that goes. Okay, I don't physically see anything, but that doesn't mean it's not doing anything. Let's go ahead and use the Makeup Geek Extension Effect Mascara. This has been open for about a month. And I don't know if I'm seeing anything different than I normally see. When I did my last mascara review, somebody had mentioned that it would be helpful if I turned my head to the side. So let's go ahead and do that so you can kind of see. I can't see what's happening because I'm not looking at the monitor, but hopefully you can see kind of how that looks. All right, let's go ahead and do the other eye for comparison, but it definitely needs to be noted that eyelashes on either side can vary in length and volume, especially in like the number of lashes. Sometimes I find that one eye seems to have more lashes than the other. Probably should have done this one before the eyeshadow one. Yeah, let's do a second coat. This is a really nice mascara. Gives a lot of good length and volume. I definitely think that my lashes look thicker on the right-hand side. Well, my right, it's on your left. But let's look. So here is with the Vaseline. And then this is without. I do think that the side with the Vaseline does look thicker. It really does. Don't you think so? You have to tell me what you think in the comments, but I know it's a little messy on the lid, but the point is the mascara itself. And I think it looks pretty freaking good. Why are these hacks working today? What is happening? But that's the point, is to give it a try and see whether it actually does something. And I honestly think that it really did. All right, are you ready for the next one? Let's watch it. Okay, so they're taking, it looks like, I'm not sure if this is supposed to be, this product confuses me. I couldn't tell in the video whether this was a cream or a powder, but they're taking a big eyeshadow brush and they're applying it to like a wet brush. It's hard to tell whether that's a cream or a powder, I'm not sure. And look, she's making freckles. I mean, that's kind of cute, I have to say. That's kind of cute. So we're gonna try it. Now I will tell you, this is the only one I kind of tried a little bit preemptively because I was a little nervous about not knowing whether it was a cream product or a powder product. So what I did was I took my husband's little tool that he uses for his doll hair brushing for his ASMR channel, and I tried to apply on here the darkest shade here, which is the shade Hollow from my Sigma palette, also sent in PR, and tried to apply it to his little tool here, and I was having trouble getting it to show up. Like, it shows up a little bit, but I was having trouble. Like, it just... So anyway, point is, I have not tried it with a cream product. I went to the store and I ended up purchasing this e.l.f. palette. I was surprised when I bought that this was $10. I mean, I guess it's a palette. It was like $10.50 or something for this palette. But if it works, we'll be in good shape. So I'm gonna use this cooler toned one. Not cool, it's a little bit cooler toned, this guy right here. And I'm gonna use that to apply it to this little brushy thing. So I feel like the cream is picking up much better. Okay, I think that's enough. Maybe just to apply it to half. And then we'll go like this. I already have freckles, so we'll see if it makes like my freckles cuter. Let's do it. I look like a Cabbage Patch doll with measles. I think I just needed to plan it a little bit better. Maybe if I just go like this and I wipe them away from underneath my eye. That's kind of cute. But the thing is that they're spaced out very evenly. So maybe if I do another set and just kind of freckle it out. It still looks really fake. It looks weird. Okay, let me see. She didn't do anything else with it, right? Like she didn't like blend it or anything. I feel like I need to like pat it in a bit so they're not so apparent. I think that looks cute. You just need to like pat it in a bit. That's kind of cute. Let's try the other side. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm just gonna do these top little dots up here instead of doing so much and just like not bring it down as far. So I only brought it to like here and just go like this. Oh noes. Oh no. Oh no. I don't know. I think it's kind of working. Let's do some nose freckles. You definitely need to do a little bit of padding. I'd be curious to see this on somebody's face that does not have freckles and see like what happens with that. But I do think that it can work. Is this a win too? What do you think? I'm thinking this might be a win too. They're just crushing it. 5 Minute Freaking Crafts is just crushing it today. What is happening? Let's see if the next one works just as well. All right, we've got a makeup sponge. We're cutting it into quarters and using that same weird product that I think is a cream product. And we're doing some weird contouring. And then she's using another sponge to blend it, to contour, and that's it. So, got some brand new sponges. We're gonna use one to cut and one to blend. These are so cute. These are from Ulta. Have you used the ones from Ulta? I personally have not used one in a long time, but I remember really liking them a lot, and these colors are so cute. I hate to even cut them, but they were the least expensive ones at the store. It was $10 for 2. She used the traditional one. I hate cutting this one because it's cuter, but that's the one she used, so that's the one we're gonna have to use. Well, my scissors won't cut it anyway. Now it's working. It's just taking a little bit of effort here. She made it look so easy. Maybe my scissors just suck. Open, close, open, close, open, close, open, close. It's going, it's going, it's going. There we go. Pretty good, pretty good. And then we cut it again. That was easier. There we go. And then we have 4 of them. So we can save those for another time we want to do cream contour. And I'm going to use this shade up here because this one's a better shade for contouring for me. Okay, so she did it right under her cheekbone, and it looks like she's got it like this. Make sure I got it nice and covered. So we're gonna go like this. Okay. Get a little more product. And then she's doing it on her chin down here, like this. Okay. And then she just stamped it on the top of her forehead. Like that. Okay. And then we're gonna use this sponge. She didn't say to wet the sponge. I look a little creepy right now. Okay, she didn't say wet the sponge, so let's just blend. Okay, let's compare. How am I looking? I don't really like my jaw contoured. Maybe it's just my face shape, but I don't hate it. Am I like seeing something weird here? But I feel like all of these hacks are working today. I feel like I need like the lighter shade. You know what, we're gonna add a little bit. I'm gonna use another piece and I'm gonna use this light shade and I'm gonna put it right in the middle here because I feel like we need some definition between them. I'm gonna flip my sponge over. I feel like if I overblend it, it's gonna make the product go away though. I don't know. I just don't think this is necessary, to be honest. I just don't think that cutting a sponge is necessary. I feel like using your fingertips, which is free, or using a brush, which you probably already have, rather than destroying a beauty blender. I don't know if this is necessary. You know what I mean? Like to spend $5 to have the cut sponge. Let me look on my phone and see how this looks, because I'm skeptical. I'm skeptical of what's happening in my mirror. It just looks muddy, and it may be my technique. Maybe it's just me. I mean, I'm not like the best contour person ever, so maybe it's just me, but the point of these hacks is supposed to be to help like everybody to do things better and to make things more functional. So it's like, I feel like it's not really working for me personally. It's just looking on my phone, it just looks chunky. And in person, I feel like it looks good. Like in my mirror, it looks good. But for filming, like to show you, I feel like it's not looking as good. So I don't know. I'm kind of on the fence on this one. I would love to know your thoughts of what you think. I feel like, I don't know. I'm gonna say this is a fail because I don't think that it's worth chopping up a beauty blender, even if it's just, you know, $5 Ulta one. I don't think it's worth it. All right, we have one more. Okay, lip pencil around the edges. Then we're gonna do some weird little crisscrossy thing in the middle. Okay. Then we're gonna take a lipstick, put it on the outside. And highlighter in the middle. Okay, so really it's just lip contouring. So let's try it. Okay, so first thing is outline the outside. How's that? A little crooked. And then we do the weird little lines. Okay. So this is weird. Okay, so let's do the middle one first, because that one looks the easiest. Like this, and like this, and then let's say and go like this, and like this. I look like I'm out of a science fiction movie. And like a this, and like a this. Okay. Okay, now we do the outer side. This, by the way, is Koki's Aubergine, and we're gonna use Sigma's Temptation on for the lipstick. We're supposed to just color in the outside. How am I doing? I used a darker shade on purpose. Hers was pretty close to her natural lip color, but I really wanted to see the effects. All right, for highlighter, let's use Pearl Crush by CoverGirl. Okay, we're gonna go like this. Might be too much of a contrast, which is probably why she used one that was closer to her natural lip color. Okay, she doesn't show mushing together her lips, but I have a feeling you have to do that. That looks awful. Let's see how I can fix it. Like, what was the point of the line in the middle? Okay, this looks really bad. I love lip contouring. Y'all know how much I love lip contouring. So I'm just gonna... It's that middle line that's killing me. That looks so bad. Okay, let's put it like on some balm or something. Do I have a balm? Let's just use this Fruit Kiss, Essence Fruit Kiss balm. It's just a clear balm. Try to blend it together a bit. I mean, I think I just pretty much undid everything that was supposed to do. Let's put a little bit of the highlighter back on. Yeah, I'm not a fan of this at all. See how it can look good, but this has nothing to do with the technique. This is just me winging it, trying to fix the mess that was that technique. Yeah, this one's gonna be a big old no. All right, let's go ahead and zoom out for final thoughts. All right, so let's talk about this. Let's talk about which ones I may actually use and which ones I definitely will never do again. So the first one, the fake lash container to make an eye stamp, I actually think I might use this again. I feel like it's very easy to do. It did make the process of applying the concealer to my lid faster and better because it helped me control the amount of product that was going onto my lid and make it so that it wasn't so much, because I find that if I put on too much concealer in that situation, that it will crease on me and it'll look really, really bad throughout the day. But this helped me to put on just the perfect amount. The only thing is it's definitely not going to be a good cut crease kind of situation unless your eye is the exact shape of that packaging. The second trick with the Vaseline, I honestly think I might try that too, especially for mascaras that are just a little bit on the weaker side, that I want to give a little more va-va-voom. I don't think that it was hard to do. You don't have to buy anything for it. Just like with the eyelash one, if you already have fake lashes, of course you don't need to buy anything special. You just use your trash. And I feel like it's the same thing with the mascara. It's like I was gonna throw this mascara away anyway, and now I just wiped off the brush and I can use it. And like the Vaseline, this was legit $1. So it's like, you know, I feel like this is functional. It does something good. And I don't see any reason why I wouldn't use this again. I have found a use for this Vaseline. I'm very excited. Okay, the Faux Freckles using the cream bronzer. I honestly don't think I'm going to be doing that again, but I can see where some people may want to try this and may find it functional. I definitely recommend using the cream over the powder. I felt like the powder didn't really apply right, that you really do need a cream bronzer for it. And you definitely want to kind of tap it out, and you don't want to just make one stamp because then they're too uniform. So you got to kind of stamp it around a bit to make sure that it's, you know, not so perfectly, you know, alfalfa-y symmetrical. And then I think patting it out to blend them was essential in order to make it look more natural. But because I have natural freckles, I don't really see myself doing this, but I definitely think that it might be great for somebody. The Cut Up Makeup Sponge for contouring, I think that if you're really good and, you know, maybe you have better technique than me, I'm sure some of you do have better technique and maybe you're able to make this be more functional. For me, this is an absolute no, and I don't see a point in cutting up a sponge and wasting it when there are, you know, techniques like even just applying with your fingertips that I feel like would work just as well without wasting the money for the sponge. So that one is gonna be an absolute no. And then the lip contouring, I thought looked absolutely awful. I don't think that that's necessary at all. I have an old lip contouring video that I will link down below, which is still the way I contour my lips. It is so much freaking easier. I don't know when that video, I mean, I must have made it like 2016 or something. It's very old, but it's still very applicable if you want to do lip contouring, and so much easier than what they described. So many less steps, and it looks so much better. So you can look up anybody's lip contouring video, but I'll link mine down below in case you want to check it out. I don't recommend that one their way at all. It's weird. At this point, my friend, it's my favorite part. It's your turn in the collective brain of makeup awesomeness, where we help each other not to buy crap and also to do things with our makeup routine that help us be more functional and come up with better looks. I would love to know your thoughts on these hacks down in the comment section down below. And if you enjoyed the video, please give the video a thumbs up. It tells YouTube to share it with other people. And if you would like to watch another video, YouTube should be recommending a couple for you right over here, including my first video in this series. I will put that down there for you. And if you'd like to hang out, they're right there. But if you have to go, it is absolutely no problem at all. Thank you so much for hanging out as long as you did, and mad love to you, and I'll see you in a video very, very soon. Bye!